Well, hello and welcome to the Ravensburger Games YouTube channel. As you can see, we are in a different space today, and we actually have somebody else here. It's not just me. I got to invite Danny here. I actually work with Danny, and I'm really excited because we're going to be doing kind of a quick, silly sort of interview where we're just asking questions about board games, getting to know you a little bit better. But first off, I did want to say, I did want to ask, what exactly do you do here for Ravensburger?
Yeah, so I am the North American Games Marketing Manager for Ravensburger. So a lot of these games that you see back here, I get to, talk about, get excited about, bring them to events, share all the goodness across North America.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Amazing. Yeah. And how long have you been doing that for Ravensburger?
Oh man, I just hit my year April 1st. And that's not an April Fool's joke.
Yep. Yeah. That's not an April Fool's joke.
So I've been here for a whole year.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to start right off. So my first question that I have for you is, what is the first board game that you remember falling in love with?
So the game that kind of got me into hobby board gaming was a game called Takanoko. And yeah, it's a game with cute pandas and a gardener. And if you've never played it before, it just has this huge table presence where you're growing out a garden, and there's these 3D bamboo pieces as well. And it was like the first game where I was like, oh my gosh, there's tile laying. Oh, I can also complete goals. Oh, and I can plan some movements around. So it kind of gave me a little bit of taste of these mechanics that I never really associated with board games. And then, of course, I tripped and fell and fell hard into games.
As it goes.
As it goes.
And now you work in the space.
Yeah, right? Wild.
Do you have a current go-to game, more of like a casual one that you just play for fun? Maybe something that you introduce to people? Just like what's your go-to game?
Go-to game. I always carry the game of Strike with me. Strike is a dice game. It's kind of a dexterity game. It's such an easy one to teach. You can learn just by watching other people play it, and there's just really fun moments and big swings and luck, and I don't know, just those moments of excitement of thinking you're ahead and then having to roll all your dice, and yeah, it's great.
We have some people in the office here that are really good at Strike, and I found that out very quickly when we were playing at a convention, and I just got wiped.
Yeah.
So there's ways to be kind of good at the game. You can knock the dice, and you can knock other dice out.
You can strike the dice.
Yeah, you can strike it. I was like, that's crazy.
I know it. Yeah, there's some techniques too, because you can try to spin it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. So yeah, good pick there.
Yeah.
Here's kind of a weirder one. If you could insert yourself into a board game world or universe, which one would you go into?
Oof. Okay. So most recently, I played Finspan.
Ooh.
And I'm only gonna say this game. Well, I enjoy the game enough, but there's deluxe pieces that you can upgrade to with wooden bits, but they also have really squishy eggs, like the fish eggs.
So cute.
And I don't know why when you asked me that question, I was like, I want to be inside of one of those squishy eggs, just like a floating embryo.
Yeah. Just go right inside.
Just waiting to be hatched.
It's kind of similar to the Everdell berries. The same kind of squish.
Same kind of squish, yeah. But these are translucent, and they're supposed to be fish eggs, so don't eat them.
Right.
But don't eat the Everdell berries either.
We're going there. That's amazing. So when you're looking at a board game, what's the first thing that you think draws you to a game? Would it be the theme of the game, kind of the artwork, the looks, the general presentation, or are you more interested in the mechanics of the game, what actually makes the game work?
I think I'm a theme first type of person. I do enjoy mechanics and kind of the inner workings and how the game was designed, but I maybe from a marketing eye, I always get excited about seeing good art and then seeing how the theme can integrate into specific mechanics too. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy a good theme slap on games, but if you can integrate theme to be able to explain the game to people, I think that's like a home run. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Speaking of kind of mechanics though, what is your favorite board game mechanic?
This is gonna sound weird, but I love dexterity games. I love Yeah, I mean, maybe saying strike, but maybe it goes back to just like, one of my first times playing with toys, just stacking things, building things, Jenga. I think that idea of gamifying it even more, and then of course, when you start playing around with dexterity games, I'm always looking for like, how do you elevate this, or how do you make it weird? And then you kind of get those cool, fun components with fun, weird dexterity games. So
you're gonna have to introduce me to some more, because I'm terrible at dexterity games.
Yeah.
I do like finding some unique ones to play, but I find that every single one of them I'm just so bad at.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I feel like I'm bad at most games, but if it's pretty and it looks cool and you can have fun, hey.
Right.
Go after
as long
it.
as you're having fun.
Exactly.
What would be your favorite snack to eat while gaming?
That's tough. So I know grubby fingers is not a thing in or around board gamers. However, I feel like any snack is a good snack. Like, I was gonna say Cheeto Puffs, because that's my favorite one. And a lot of people might be cringing right now. How can you have Cheeto? But pro tip, if you use chopsticks, you don't have to use your fingers.
Amazing.
So give everybody a pair of chopsticks, and then just bring the snacks that you want to eat.
Yeah, that is very, very clever.
Yeah.
The chopstick hack.
The chopstick hack.
You can open up a whole world of snack opportunities now, and you'll never have to worry about ruining your cards with all the oil on them.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Yeah, a more common one, or easygoing one that wouldn't leave Cheeto dust everywhere if you didn't have chopsticks is those pretzel-filled or peanut butter-filled pretzels.
Delicious.
They're addictive.
Great.
Yeah.
What is the last board game that you have played? And then also, what is the first board game you remember playing? So we're kind of going way back, but we're also going a little recent too.
Yeah, the last board game I've just played was with my partner, and we actually played a dexterity game called Catch the Moon.
Awesome.
It's such one with weird pieces. In this game, you're stacking ladders, and all you do is you roll a die, and it tells you whether it can only touch, the next ladder can only touch one ladder, two ladders, or it has to be the highest ladder. So it kind of gives that moment of tension, but there's also weird ways that you can insert these ladders, and you kind of build like this art piece after. The first game I ever remember playing, I think back to playing games with my grandma, and I remember this old game that actually is very close to Sorry gameplay wise, but I remember it was like this folded sheet of paper, and instead of the pawns, they were like really nicely sculpted plastic horse pieces, but it was still of the 4 different colors. And the theme of this one was to try to get your horses into like the stable in the middle. So still kind of same mechanics. I don't remember if there was dice. I don't really remember any dice or anything.
A card draw.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I remember playing that, and I don't read Chinese, but I remember the piece of paper, even folded out, was like very gorgeously ornate, and it had writing on there. I don't know what it said.
Yeah, we'll have to find a copy of that. See if we could be like play it or something. That'd be really cool.
I remember the box was like a weird oblong box. It almost looked like a box of chocolates, because it was like cardboard at the bottom but a plastic top.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, you just like unlocked like core memory.
I went way back.
Way back.
And then like going from that really like, interesting question to something so simple, but we all think about it.
Yeah.
And that is when you approach a board game and there's colors to pick from. Which player color are you grabbing?
I play red.
Oh, red.
Yeah, red is my favorite color.
Kind of a hot take.
I know. But I am a red guy, and I'm actually okay with other colors. It's just I automatically default to red. So if somebody else plays red, that's fine. I just might think I'm playing as good as them. So I don't know if
I feel it.
You're like, wow, I'm smart. Oh, that wasn't me. I need to.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So for the next section of questions, we're kind of getting close to the end here. We're going to do some rapid questions. So I'm just going to ask these, and then you just answer as
Yeah.
quick as you can.
Okay.
Don't think too hard about it. But these questions are, very important.
Okay,
Obviously.
of course.
The viewers at home are definitely going to wonder why you picked what you picked.
Yeah, I feel the judgment already.
Right. So the first one is miniatures or meeples?
Meeples.
Cooperative or competitive?
Oh, competitive.
Solo game or group game?
Group game.
Victory points or unique win conditions?
Victory points.
Rulebook or how to play videos?
Rulebook.
Theme first or mechanics first?
Theme.
Hexes or squares?
Hexes.
Glossy finish or linen finish?
Linen.
Good choice, by
Yeah,
the way.
yeah.
Drafting or deck building?
Drafting.
RPGs or TCGs?
RPGs.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that is all of our questions that we have today.
Heck yeah.
Thank you
That was
so
fun.
much for joining me today,
Yeah,
Danny.
thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was great learning more about you, going all the way to the past, some more recent stuff, some games. This was really, really great. And if you guys enjoyed this kind of content, you want to hear from some other people in our team, definitely consider subscribing and clicking the bell notification to be notified when our next video is up. But thank you, Danny.
Yeah.
Thank you all, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy gaming.